doing a lot in climate science. So whichever area of technology you wish
Fellow students, on behalf of the Center for Gender Issues in Science and Technology, Federal University of Technology, Akure, I would like to welcome us all to this year's International Women's Day celebration with the theme Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, #Embrace Equity. Once again, you are all welcome. She's ably represented here this morning by the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development, Professor Sunday Oluyamo. You are welcome, sir. We also have in our midst our Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Designate, Professor Timothy Taiwo Amos. You are welcome. We have in our midst also the representative of our university librarian. She is represented by the Regent of Apunakoko, Princess Tola Orobo. We also have here this morning some of our deans and directors. We have Professor Michael Olufemi Ashamo, Dean School of Life Sciences. We also have Professor Akiloye Fatai Lawal, Dean School of Logistics, Innovation Technology. We also have Director Technical Futa, Professor Olutola Obafemi Olubanjo. You are welcome. And now to our host, we have the Director of Service talking about Professor Christiana Ijabe. You are welcome. We have in our midst this morning our royal father, the deity of our prayer land. Kabiyesi is ably represented here by the Iyalaja of Akure Kingdom, Erelu Adekoye. We also have our keynote speaker, Dr. Mrs. Dere Awoshika, MFI, MNI. She's represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic UNIMED, Professor Rose Angela Ruba. You are welcome. Please pardon me for that pronunciation. We have also some of our guests of honor here this morning. Magistrate Olufunke Adegoroye is represented here by Senior Magistrate Akinboboye Fatima. You are welcome. We also have in our midst Dr. Ndidi Okunuga. You are welcome. Also on the high table is a former Director of Service Futa, Professor Tinu Adebolu. We have former Director of Service Futa, and she's my very good friend. I don't know why I forgot her name, but I will say for Professor Mrs. Edwin Ogunshin. Please pardon me. Maybe it's because we are very close. That's why I forgot her name. You are welcome. I would like to hand over the microphone to my colleague, Mrs. Tola Orotusi.
We're delighted to welcome you to this grand occasion, and we especially recognize all the women in the house this morning and the men who love them. Can we put our hands together for ourselves, please? We'd like to recognize who is the commissioner for representing this morning by Mr. Fadoju SC. Where are you, sir? Can we put our hands together for you? So I was saying we recognize the organizations and institutions that are here present. We'd like to recognize Female Architects of Nigeria. Female Architects of Nigeria. Thank you very much for being here. UNIMED, from Joseph Ayo Babalola University, Ikechi, Arakechi, we want to recognize you. Thank you for being here. We'd like to recognize members from Adeyemi College of Education, Ondo, Association of Female Staff. Thank you very much for being here. And we have quite a number of secondary schools here. Fiwashaye Girls Grammar School, where are you? Can you rise on your feet? Thank you very much for being here. Can we put our hands together for them? Ijapo High School. Ijapo High School. CAC Grammar School, Oyemekun Grammar School, OGSA, yes. Futa Staff Secondary School, Futa Staff Secondary School, thank you for being here. Command Day Secondary School, Command Day Secondary School, Akure Muslim College, Akure Muslim College, Accord Academy, Accord Academy, Iron Heights High School, Sacred Heart Seminary, Akure, St. Peter's Unity Secondary School, Akure, and we have corporates here from the Drug Free and Quality Control, Akure South Local Government. Corporates, where are you? Corporates, we. Corporates, we. Oh. You're highly recognized. Aki Ekaboma. Can we put our hands together for them? All women. Thank you very much, Mas. Women in surveying. So women surveyors, where are you? We recognize you. Thank you for being here. We'd like to recognize from NDLA Ondo State Command, Mrs. Yetunde Jerry Force. I hope I got that right.
She is the Deputy Commander Lakota. Please, can you give yourself a big round of applause by standing? Thank you very much. We also have in our midst students from Aquinas College, Akure. You are welcome. Students from Impact High School, Akure. You are all welcome. Our Vice Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our KBAC. We are moving at the tip of the governor will soon join us. But before then, I would like to invite Director of Service, Professor Christiana Ijakwe, for our welcome address.
Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Technology, Akure. Ably represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development, Professor Miyano. You're welcome, sir. Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academic Designate, Professor Evans. You're welcome, sir. I also want to recognize the KBAC, the DG of Akure Kingdom, represented by the Yalanda General, Erelu Adekoyi. You're welcome, ma'am. We also have with us today some principal officers of the university, and that's the librarian represented by His Highness, our Royal Highness. That's our Oba from Akron, and that is our mommy Orogun. You're welcome, ma'am. Also with us today, the representative of the Commissioner for Education. You are also recognized and welcome, sir. Thank you very much for being part of this program. And before I go to our special guest, we have with us a former director of the center, Professor Titi Adebolu. Welcome, ma'am. And also a former director of the center too. Yes, coming in now is the Commissioner for Women Affairs. That's our mama in the state. Presenting the executive governor of the state. That's Arakore Gotini Akeredolu. Thank you, ma'am. With us today is a former director of the center, and that's Professor Ellen Ogushi. You're welcome, ma'am. And now to our guests, who have honored us with their presence. And they don't even think that Akure is too far to their location, but they decided to honor us. I'll start with the keynote speaker, and that's Dr. Dere Awoshika, MNI. She's represented here today by Professor Rose Angela, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics. of the University of Medical Sciences from Ondo. You're welcome. And also with us today is Magistrate Yetunde Adegoroye, representing, you know, okay, Magistrate from the State Judiciary. You are welcome, ma'am. Thank you very much for coming. We have with us Dr. Okundoka. Yes, also from the University of Medical Sciences. It's one of our guest speakers today. Thank you very much, ma'am, for coming. I will not also forget schools, higher institutions that are here represented, and that is the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo, the Adeyemi College of, no, it's not more, the University of Education now, Adeyemi University of Education. Thank you all for coming. We also want to recognize the Bosgiwa Polytechnic. They were also here yesterday. And professional bodies. We have with us women in architecture, we have women in surveying, we have the professional women engineers. I can see my chairman. I don't know whether she's still in the hall. That's engineering, that's the chairman of, please ma, come forward. That's my own chairman. So I don't want my certificate to be withdrawn. She is the chairman, Association of Professional Women Engineers. So keep clapping until she takes her seat. If you still want me to practice as an engineer. That's my job. Come here. Come and take this seat now. You are recognized and highly honored, sir. I will not also forget other professional bodies that are here, whom I've not mentioned. I don't know, I've mentioned women in surveying, women in architecture, and I don't know if we have other professional bodies there seated or represented. Permit me also to recognize the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the State Command. They were with us yesterday because we partner in trying to curb the use of hard drugs. And they are represented here today, even with their officers and men, and as well core members. We want to appreciate your coming. And also to our schools. These schools have participated in a competition, and they are also here again today. I want to appreciate you all for coming. We are here today gathered because of you. Not because of these big monies, but because of you. Because we see a future in you, and so we want to help you, as mentors, and see to projecting you to that beautiful future you have. And before I go further, I would like to appreciate the Yalojas. Mommy, Adupema, Eshe Goni, Tempo Wale, Eshe Goni, Agbanya Galema. And also the futsal women, that's the women here in futsal working as staff, or having their husbands working here as staff too. We want to thank you all for honoring our invitation. And as well, I will appreciate the OWSD members. Thank you. We are in partnership with OWSD and as well with the futsal women to anchor this program. And before I go further, let me also give a note of thanks to an appreciation to WASCA. WASCA have decided to sponsor this student competition, and so we appreciate them for this support. And if the corporate communications, thank you for being here, and every other person here seated, I want to welcome you to this session. It's International Women's Day. And the reason for gathering is to see to women filling up the gaps that we have in the technological space. And the thing for this year is innovation and technology, digital, that we should embrace equity. It was discovered that women actually, maybe they have phobia for IT, that's computer, or anything that relates to technology. And you can see, I am here standing before you, I am an engineer. And we are few that we are in that profession. I have my chairman here, he said, she can give us the statistics. And not only in engineering, STEM-related areas generally, that's in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You find young girls not wanting to, take a career in STEM. Why? Because they believe physics, chemistry, and probably mathematics are difficult subjects. And these are subjects that we need now to transform the entire globe. We can see the problems, or let me say issues or challenges that we have around. The challenges of climate change, and now we are in the area of IT, information technology. We are in the area of artificial intelligence. Now in the era of artificial intelligence, robotics. And how many women do we have? How many of us are in the space? How many of us are in physics? Thank God my Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development is from, he's a professor of physics. So how many women do we have in physics? So we are here gathered today to tell you that we can have equity in the scientific world and even in the technological world. And all we need is to develop interest and idea that will take us there. So for you young ones that are here today, we are gathered this afternoon or this morning to encourage you into STEM, to encourage you into computer skills, because we are few of us in there. And there are so many opportunities, especially for you as ladies. You are here at the Federal University of Technology, and this university is the best university of technology. This university has what it takes to help you achieve your dreams in the technological world. Talk of any course you want to study in computer science, information technology, we have it here in Futa. You want to be a data scientist, you can come here to Futa to study. You want to be in the space, we are here at the Department of Earth Sciences, doing a lot in climate science. So whichever area of technology you wish to advance or to go into, Futa is there to service you, to help you out. And that's why we invited you to come. And as you listen to the guest speakers today, they are going to talk in areas related to IT, information technology, related to computer skills, and how you can get these skills. We have our keynote speaker as Dr. Deria Oshika. She is interested in supporting you young ones who want to pick a career in climate science. So she's ready to support you with scholarships, with grants, and as well, if you decide to pick Futa as your choice, then she's there to sponsor you. Not only in Futa alone, she will also do what she can in her capacity to see to you becoming a climate change expert. And also in IT, we have Chantel Abdul, MS Chantel Abdul, who is ready to also support and even support those who don't have skills at all, who are not learned, to pick up careers in the IT-related areas. So these two special guests, keynote speakers today, they are to support us generally. For MS Chantel, she's ready to set up a virtual unit that can train even market women in IT and also support them with little startups in the IT-related businesses. And as well, Dr. Deria Oshika, who is the chairman of Access Bank, or let me just say Access Holdings, not just the bank, is also to support women professionals, women who are into trades like hairdressing or tailoring, who use their hands to make money. She can also support with little amount to start up a business related to your trade. So for young ones, you are into this project. For market women, you are into this project. For academics too, you are also into this our project. So I want to welcome you as we go on in the program. I promise you it's an enriching session and you'll be glad you have come. Let me welcome you. Thank you for coming.
This footer. Quickly, we want to do some recognitions by Dr. Mrs. Adebomi Oshadaun. You are welcome, Mr. Governor. We also have in our midst a Futarian who is also a former member of the Student Union Government of Futa. She is the special advisor to Mr. Governor on Gender. That's talking about Chief Mrs. Olamide Falana. You are welcome, ma'am. And I would like to please place on record that our Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor Timothy Taiwo Amos, has formally assumed duty. And of course, this is his first official function. Once again, DVCA, congratulations and you are welcome. We also have in our midst this morning, we have our Chief Security Officer Futa, Mr. Olani Tori. You are welcome, sir. We also have guests from the Federal College of Agric, Akure, FECA. Please, can you just stand up for recognition? You are welcome. Also, Rufus Giwa Polytechnic. You are welcome. Can you stand up for recognition? Also, women in chemistry, Futa. You are welcome. Please, can you just stand up for recognition? Women in chemistry, Futa. You are welcome. We have in our midst the President OWSD Futa, Professor Folashade Olajuyibe. You are welcome. Where is she? I saw her in the hall. You are welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to invite the representative of our Vice Chancellor. That's talking about Professor Oluyamo, the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development, to present the Vice Chancellor's opening remarks. Shall we put our hands together for him?
I'm particularly overwhelmed by the dignitaries that are here seated today for this program. I want to thank the Director, Service, for doing a wonderful work in this regard. I don't know the formula or the different formulas that we have adopted or the design to gather all of us here this morning. Thank you very much. We recognize your work, and on behalf of Madam Vice Chancellor, I want to say thank you very, very much. I bring you greetings and felicitations from our dynamic Vice Chancellor, Professor Adenike Oladiji, the first female Vice Chancellor of the best university of technology in Nigeria, who has come here proudly to present her address. But before I go ahead to present the address, let me inform you that Madam Vice Chancellor, Madam Vice Chancellor, which I often call her, is very, very passionate about this program. However, she would have loved to be here, but because of the fact that as a dynamic person and does not want anything to be drawn back, she's representing the university at Abuja as we speak, and have requested that I present her address at this forum. So she sent her felicitations. Actually, when she spoke to me last, she said she understands that the governors, iyalojas, iyalade, commissioners, KPACs, and a lot of people, very important people, will be attending the program. However, she will try to be able to make it, but I doubt if she should be able to make it today. I bring you her greetings, and she requests that I should tell you that she's here with you in the spirit. I present the address of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adenike Temidaya Oladiji, FAS, the first female Vice Chancellor of our great university, at the 2003 International Women's Day celebration held today, Tuesday night, May 2023, in Hilltop Auditorium, Futa. Arákùnrin Rotimi Akeredolu San, Governor Ondo State, ably represented here today, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic. Let me put a record and put the record straight that the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic resumed duty on the 6th of May 2023. And by that, he had performed several official duties, and today is not the first that he has performed. The registrar and other principal officers of this university, Kabiyesi, our own Kabiyesi, Oba Alede Toyibo Ogunlade, the Deji of Akure Kingdom, who is represented by the Iyaloja General. That is special. All the Iyalojas are just Iyaloja, but this one is Iyaloja General. A round of applause, please. The Iyaloja General of Akure Kingdom. Our dynamic director, Sergis Futa, deans and directors of units and directorates, heads of departments. Yes, I know that the representative of the executive governor of Ondo State is here. I recognize members of Futa Council, both past and present. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Mrs. David Awoshika, MFR, MFI, ably represented. The chair, Futa Women Forum. Women are the joy of the world. Is that correct? Yes. A round of applause for you. The chair is represented by Professor Rose Angela. Distinguished ladies here present, I know there are several people that we may not be able to mention. If I continue to mention, we will not live here. So let me just put it as ladies and gentlemen, guests and distinguished friends of the university, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, our fellow students, great Futarians. I know that those of you who are in uniform want to come to Futa, because if you come to Futa, you are coming to the best university, and so you will get the best. It is my delight to be part of this auspicious occasion, the 2023 International Women's Day. I welcome with utmost regards our very special guest, His Excellency Arákùnrin Olúwarótìmí Akeredolu San, hereby represented, our royal father, His Royal Majesty Oba Adetoyibo Ogunlade, the Deji of Akure Kingdom, here represented, the keynote speaker, Dr. Mrs. David Awoshika, MFR, MFI, and our revered guests of honor. On behalf of the management of the Federal University of Technology Akure, I thank you most sincerely for making our day. In virtually all societies of the world, there is inclination to put women in the background. The oppressive and segregative past position against women is unfortunately entrenched in cultural practices, especially religion. The thing is therefore most fitting and timely against the backdrop of happiness in the contemporary world. Since time immemorial, there have been great women who have done exploits in virtually every sphere of human endeavors. In the military, Deborah in the Bible, Queen Amina in Zaria, Moremi in the Yoruba folklore, among others. In politics, Rosa Leo Parks, who ignited the protest against segregation in Montgomery, Alabama, USA, in 1955, and was given the unofficial title, the Mother of the Freedom Movement, by the United States Congress, Margaret Hitler Thatcher, the ebullient and highly cerebral Prime Minister of United Kingdom from 1979 to 1990. Angela Merkel, the first female Chancellor of Germany and leader of Christian Democratic Union from 2000 to 2018. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, an eminent Nigerian and leader of World Trade Organization, Deputy Managing Director, World Bank, and two-time Minister of Finance in Nigeria. That's to mention a few. In education, there have been many great female achievers. Maria Curie was a Nobel Award winner in physics in 1903. Maria Meyer achieved SAIL in 1963 and Donna Strickland in 2018. Women have broken the glass ceiling of leadership in Nigerian university administration, starting with the emergence of the exemplary Professor Grace Alele Williams, a professor of mathematics and vice chancellor of the University of Benin, 1985 to 1991. It is to her eternal credit that she dealt with courtesies in that university. Here in Utah, a woman took over leadership as the 8th substantive vice chancellor on 24th May 2022. She is a scientist, a biochemist, and fellows, academic of science. Several universities in Nigeria today are headed by women. They include University of Lagos, University of Benin, University of Calabar, Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Michael and Cecilia University, Delta State. That is our own Professor Mrs. Agbola Ibiyinka Fowape, among others. There are many female professors who are doing exploits in their respective fields. In the field of sports, the first and only Nigerian Olympic gold medalist in individual sports to date is Chioma Anjoa, a long jumper of 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Another lady, Toby Amosan, is currently ruling the world of hurdles. Arising from the foregoing, to mention just a few, there is no field of human endeavors where women have not done exploits and excelled. Even though there is usually the preponderance of men due to cultural factors. We are in information age. And one of the best things we can do for ourselves and our work is to free our minds from all manner of misogynistic tendencies and allow everybody to exercise their mental capability in the cyberspace. That is what is fair or equitable. Let's embrace equity. According to the theme of this year's International Women's Day, I believe the women folk have not asked for too much. Am I correct? Let me at this junction appreciate the efforts of my sister and colleagues, Professor Mrs. Christiana Olakiton Ijagbemi, FLSC, under whose able leadership the event of today was organized. If I let me emphasize again that she has done wonderfully well, and the Vice Chancellor is pleasantly happy about the performance. Can we give her a round of applause? I know to convert these eminent people to this gathering is not an easy task. And I've said it before, that she has to continue to maintain this temple. I'm going to recommend to the Vice Chancellor that next time we want people, we understand that we are going through innovation, technological innovation and collaboration. I'm going to recommend her to be the chairman of that group. And so, collaboration is very, very important in the university system. She's doing a wonderful work, so well done. I sincerely appreciate your efforts and that of members of your team at the Center for Gender Issues in Science and Technology. I wish you more power to your elbows. I wish every one of us a happy International Women's Day, because it is, I believe, that this particular forum is going to enlighten us and teach us, free us, liberate us, because some women have so much been depressed, compressed, and caged to the extent that even to speak at home, to speak in the gatherings have become very difficult. But this particular program is going to liberate us and open our eyes to very good things, and that women are wonderful people. Thank you very much, and enjoy today's celebration.
Thank you very much, our Vice Chancellor. I'd like to do a quick introduction of the University Bossa, Mr. Julius Adeshoba. You're welcome, sir. We have also here the representative of the Director CESRA, Professor Dancy Rotimi, and the representative is an Associate Director, Space, Dr. Mrs. O.P. Faronika. We welcome you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we'd like to take the citation or the keynote speaker, Dr. Mrs. Dere Awoshika, MFR, MNI, and we have that recorded. Can we have the representative standing? Was born in Sapele, Delta State. With over 3.5 decades of experience in public sector governance. She was the pioneer national coordinator, chief executive of the National Program on Immunization, director parastatals in the office of the head of the Civil Service of the Federation, director Department of Community Relations and Youth Development in the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, and she rose through the position of permanent secretary in the Federal Civil Service. She served in that position in the following ministries: Career Management Office, CMO, in the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Federal Ministry of Science and Technology, and Federal Ministry of Power. In her career pathway, she attended the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, NIPSS, Kuru, Plateau State, in the year 2005-2006. Where she obtained a member of the National Institute, MNI. She retired as a Federal Permanent Secretary in January 2013. She joined the board of Access Bank in April 2013 as an independent non-executive director and has been the chairman and vice chairman of the board Credits and Finance Committee and the board Audit Committee, respectively. In addition to membership of other board committees, thereafter she became the chairman of the board. Dr. Mrs. Awoshika is a member of the Board of Advisors of Africa Initiative for Governance, AIG, Advisory Council to the Olu of Warri, Council of University of Warri, and member of Governing Board of the Nigerian Prize for Leadership. A fellow of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, PSN, West African Postgraduate College of Pharmacy. She holds an M.Pharm in Clinical Pharmacy, a doctorate degree, PhD in Pharmaceutical Technology from the University of Bradford, United Kingdom, in 1981 and 1985 respectively. Obtained a postdoctoral certification in Clinical Pharmacy from the University of Leeds Teaching Hospital, UK. She is the chairman of International Foundation Against Infectious Disease in Nigeria, IFAN, and served as non-executive director of Capital Express Assurance Limited and past chairman of Chance PLC. She was recently appointed as an honorary consul to Czech Republic in October 2022. She is the initiator of the Christian Benevolence Foundation, a non-profit organization based in Lagos, Nigeria, whose main goals and objective is to cater for the needs of the needy and less privileged in the society. The Christian Benevolence has been catering for the less privileged and needy for the past 18 years. She is happily married to Dr. Olubayode Olubenga Awoshika, and they're blessed with children and grandchildren. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our lead speaker, Dr. Mrs. Dere Awoshika, MFR, MNI, well represented this afternoon. A round of applause for her, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'll stand on the existing protocol and to welcome everybody to this great event marking the International Women's Day. I'm going to read I'll introduce myself. Professor Rose Angela Moba. I'm the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic of the University of Medical Sciences, Ondo. I'm also a professor of molecular and cellular parasitology in the Department of Bioscience and Biotechnology of the University of Medical Sciences. So it's a privilege to read this keynote speech from Dr. Dere Awoshika at this occasion marking the International Women's Day in Fulton. With the theme Digital Law, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equity with hashtag Embrace Equity. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as an introduction, I'm reading from her speech, so it's not, she could have been here, she would have, you've heard all the good things they've said about her, how she's predisposed to encourage women, both in scholarship and also for soft business. So for an introduction, historically, the International Women's Day celebrated on the 8th month of every year, 8th month of March every year, has become a digital and global symbolic day for celebration of women all over the world, for their achievements across all spheres of life. and human endeavor. It's the day we imagine. It's the day we imagine a gender equal world, free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination against women. It is interesting to note that the International Women's Day is one of the key annual events celebrated by this university, the Federal University of Technology, Akure, to foster gender diversity and promote inclusion in its workforce and community in general. It is also an event in this university calendar that helps to bring together college girls and women in public and private sectors, as well as in the business world, academia, and professionals, to discuss the theme of the event of this year and how it can be leveraged to progress the growth and development of women. It is also on record that the yearly International Women's Day celebration in Futa has become a symbolic gathering of notable dignitaries from academia, traditional institutions, professionals, and bureaucrats of repute. At this juncture of today's event, let me commend this university for being on the forefront of developing and empowering a community of achievers to connect, learn, and grow, build trusted developmental partnerships, foster professional growth through collaboration, advocacy, problem solving, and shared perspective within the cycle of trust as part of its diversity and inclusion strategy. In addition, I would like to express my gratitude to the International Women's Day Committee for inviting me to be the distinguished keynote speaker for this event. Kindly accept my sincere appreciation. Let me also use this opportunity to extend my highest regards to the special guest of honor for this event, the Executive Governor of Ondo State, Arakuri Rotimi Akeredolu, SAN, which is unavoidably absent, and also all the representatives of the governor who is here with us, the Royal Father of the Day, which is ably represented here with us, His Royal High Majesty Oba Aladekoyi Toyinbo Ogunlade, the Deji of Akure Kingdom, and the Commissioner for Women Affairs, she's here with us, I guess. The Commissioner for Women Affairs, you're welcome. And the representative of the Commissioner for Education, they are very welcome. And of course, I won't forget to welcome the Chief Host of the University, the Vice Chancellor of FUTA, Professor Adenike Oladeji, fully represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Development. Thank you all for coming. The International Women's Day celebration is a day set aside to assess and reflect on the progress made by stakeholders on gender equality, gender equity, gender diversity, inclusion fairness, and to also reflect on the real challenges that lie ahead. It's appropriate that this year's International Women's Day theme is digital innovation and technology for gender equality, emphasizing the importance of technology, equity, equality, and self-love in digital transformation era. The team also urges global leaders to make the digital world more accessible and accommodating to women. The importance of leveraging the power of technology by women to progress gender equality and gender equity cannot be overemphasized. Coming to the Nigerian women and the challenges of technology and revolution in nation building. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is within the above context that my keynote speech will be focused on the Nigerian woman, of Nigerian women, and the challenge of technology and innovation in nation building. I sincerely hope that at the end of my speech, all the women here would have had an eureka moment to be more aware of the opportunities that await women as we celebrate a memorable International Women's Day. In the last 6 decades, Nigeria has faced several tests in the quest of nationhood. The core challenge remains how to forge one united people out of the over 300 diverse multi-ethnic groups within the country. Nation building is a process whereby a society of people with diverse origins, histories, languages, culture, and religions come together within the boundaries of a sovereign state with a unified constitutional and legal dispensation to build an integrated national economy with shared symbols. The problem of nation building is one that has confronted most multi-ethnic states in the world. While technology plays a key role in driving innovation, creativity, and setting the pace for nation building, ultimately, a nation is people built. Clearly, technology infrastructure has emerged as a measure of what constitutes a developed nation. As everything rises and falls on technology, with human capital orchestrating the growth and development, deepening knowledge-based economy that is innovative-driven therefore cannot be overemphasized. In Nigeria, technology is estimated to contribute about 16.22% of the annual GDP as of the fourth quarter of 2022, from less than 1% in 2001. But despite the sector's rapid growth, the ecosystem remains dominated by men. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics show that women constitute only 22% of the engineering and technology graduates from Nigerian universities each year. The low participation of female in the technology sector is global, with women accounting for only 35% of students in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that's the STEM disciplines across the world, at the tertiary level, and just 20% at the global STEM workforce. So you can see a reduction between the students and those that are actually in the workforce. Virtually, everything we do today as humans depends on technological innovations and goes through some sort of digital process. Over the next decade, 90% of the jobs will require technology skills and knowledge. If women are underrepresented in technology space, they will likely be left behind in this fourth industrial revolution. For instance, the Mobile Gender Gap report in 2020 states that gender gap in mobile internet usage in low and middle income countries remains substantial, with over 300 million fewer women than men accessing the internet on mobile network. with sub-Saharan Africa as the second largest gender gap at 37%. This makes it difficult for women to develop the necessary digital skills to engage in digital spaces and contribute meaningfully to nation building and economic development. In his message to mark the International Women's Day, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres stressed, and I quote, that technology can expand pathways to education and opportunities for women and girls, but it can also be used to amplify abuse and hatred. Today, women make up under a third of the workforce in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And when women are underrepresented in developing all these new technologies, of course, discrimination may be baked in from the start. This is why we must close the digital divide and increase the representation of women and girls in science and technology. Notwithstanding all these odds, bringing more women into technology space, which obviously creates more accretive values that meet women's needs, promote gender equality and nation building. In fact, the sustainability of Nigeria's development into nationhood is dependent on the quality and breeding of women in technology space, including engineering or incubating platforms such as the Federal University of Technology at Korea. As women are becoming more empowered, they are participating more in almost all walks of life, doing a lot more across all industries, including the male-dominated industries. In recent years, women have gained significant ground in the world of work. They have entered many sectors and excelled in fields that were once the exclusive domain of men. More women are taking e-suit management roles across the industries in Nigeria. Women also are increasingly taking their journey to boardrooms very seriously, and arming themselves with right skill sets, qualification, and experience to overcome these obstacles. How do we get more women into technology to drive innovation and nation building? It is important to acknowledge that science, technology, engineering, mathematics, that's the STEM, is a key factor in the growth and development of the nation. It is indeed well known that STEM contributes significantly to the nation building, including economic, social, environmental development of a country which leads to sustainable development. Currently, Nigeria ranks very poor in the global gender gap statistics. This again demonstrates the fact that men are still dominating Nigeria's technological ecosystem. If nothing happens deliberately, Nigeria will find it difficult to achieve gender equality for all by the year 2030. And ultimately, we are going to lose out on the advantages of having a more inclusive tech ecosystem. Despite recent growth, we are seeing in the technology space, the shortage of tech talent is still a major issue. Tech Cabal reports show that with a population of over 200 million people in Nigeria, only about 3,000 developers can be found. Compare this with South Africa, that has 118,000 developers out of a population of only 59 million. and California that has 630 developers out of a total population of 39 million. So female tech talents could not only be instrumental in filling this gap, but will also bring the needed boost to Nigeria's tech sector. Within the global tech industry, tech cabal poses. Notwithstanding these challenges that women face in the technology and innovation space, getting more women into the tech space is therefore very important for our growth and development. Technology and innovation needs diversity. Research from within and outside the technology sector show that better solutions are created when the developers fully represent the diversity of the society we live in. Without the contribution of women, many opportunities will be missed, challenges only partially solved because women are indeed very creative. One key focus area for policymakers and incubation centers like FUTA is to deepen investment in women education. What will the community like FUTA do to attract more girls and women to STEM careers? That's a question we should think about and consider it very seriously. Consciously investing in breaking the culture bias towards women education, especially in STEM courses, cannot be overemphasized. So we need to encourage more women to get involved and not to see technology as an exclusive course preserved for men. We need to upscale our women with in-demand 21st century technology skills like cloud computing, software development, data analysis, digital marketing, etc. We also need to deliberately come up with female-focused technology scholarship opportunities to support brilliant female technology students who could be facing funding problems or cultural bias in female education. We should organize mentorship platform which can help some female students also. For a lot of young women who have only known about the barriers and limitations that exist for women getting into tech, they need to interact with role models who have succeeded in this sector to keep their ambition alive. And I think this is a forum that can do just that. So we are going to look at select Nigerian women contribution into the technology and innovation space. We're going to choose just a few of them, which is not all. So despite the marginalization faced by women in the tech industry, women have continued to make significant contributions to technology. Let's look at some examples of Nigerian women who are breaking the glass ceiling despite the apparent bias towards women in the male chauvinistic tech space. I strongly believe that this example will encourage all women and girls to continue to strive for even greater heights. The first example is Juliet Emiron Chiago. Juliet Ehimio, I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, is a director of Google West Africa, often called the Nigerian Queen of Technology. Juliet was one of Forbes 2011 20 youngest power women in Africa. She has been featured in BBC Africa, Power Women series, and also in CNN Innovates for her accomplishment. A high achiever, she worked as a program manager at Microsoft, as a general manager, strategic business unit at Chams PLC, and now she's at Google as the country director, leading business strategy in West Africa. The second example is Funke Opeke. She's the founder and CEO of Main One. After 20 years of working in the US telecoms, Funke returned to Nigeria to correct the country's connectivity problem. The former Verizon executive joined public telecom company Nitel, and while she was there, she learned that satellites were just part of our problem in Nigeria. In 2008, she turned her engineering eye towards the ocean and raised $240 million in funding and laid about 4,400 miles of fiber optic cables from Nigeria to Portugal. The big business quickly followed after her projects, such as online banking, bank booking services, retail websites, which helped to build what we now know as Africa's biggest economy. Nigeria's internet presence, once associated mostly with scams, is now a growing space for international business opportunities by her actions. This is the change of which Opeke is often credited with. Another example is Kofo Akinkunmi, and I think Akinkunmi are from Ondo State. She's the founder of Secure ID. Kofo is recognized globally for her entrepreneurial success story and strong business track record. She is the founder and CEO of Secure ID Nigeria Limited, a market leader in smart card technology and digital security. Secure ID is a world-class manufacturing facility with the only smart card production plant in the whole of West Africa. One of only 6 in the continent, this company serves 17 countries across Africa and is fully verified by Visa, Drive, and MasterCard. So when we use ATM cards, we know where it's coming from Kofo Akinkunmi's company. Another example is Yemo Omerube. Yemo Omerube is a co-founder and CEO of Bamboo, a digital investment platform that enables everyone in Nigeria to buy, sell, and hold assets trading in the US Stock Exchange. She is an alumni of the Imperial College London, where she studied chemical engineering. She was previously an assistant to the Nigerian Minister of Power, Works, and Housing. The last example we are going to give is Shemu Ronshawe. Shemu Ronshawe oversees product management in Chipra Cash, now worth $2 billion. After clinching unicorn status, she was formerly the vice president of growth at Softcom and director of products at Opay. She started a career as a management consultant at KPMG, where she was the project coordinator of Project Africa, a KPMG initiative to push financial services provisions across Africa. Shemu is credited for leading the development of better launch of Switch by Sterling Bank. Prior to her role at Sterling Bank, she was an early member and business lead for PayStack. In conclusion, clearly the participation of women and girls in the field of science, technology, and mathematics will play a large role in the sustainable development of Nigeria and progressively in the nation. Given more opportunities, women are better poised to manage emerging cultural dynamics and demographics, as well as drive nation building, economic recovery, inclusion and transformation due to certain characteristics born in women. There is still hurdles to cross in breaking all existing barriers, challenges, and other related issues. Indeed, there can be no better time than now to begin addressing all the impediments and challenges faced by Nigerian women across technology, innovation, which we are to realize their full potential. Organizations and country at large need to begin to embrace the reality of the significant potential that comes with having more women in technology space and other leadership positions. After all, leadership is no longer gender-specific like before, when society's interpretation of power was along gender lines. What drives modern-day leadership are innovativeness, creativity, communication, trust, empathy, emotional intelligence, etc. Incidentally, women have all these in abundance. In today's world, women are more positioned to lead than men. Can we clap for ourselves? Women just need to overcome the systemic and cultural bias against them. Women also need to rise above that mental blockage and break through the glass ceiling, which is a cultural bias phenomenon that excludes women from the tech space and STEM-led courses, executive and board positions. You and I, to start the process, we understand the bias. We know what it takes to break it and become firmly entrenched in all STEM spheres considered to be exclusively for the men. So, together, let's join hands to break the bias by driving gender equity in the technology and innovation space towards ensuring a sustainable tomorrow. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention.
Can we celebrate her once again, everyone? Professor Rose Angela Onwuba, DBCA Unimed. Once again, another round of applause for her. I'd like to recognize the pioneer presidents at the Federal University Female Staff Ondo, Mrs. Adebayo Olaoluwa. Thank you very much for being here. Right now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring up remarks the representative of Mr. Governor, Arakuni Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN. I'm talking about Dr. Mrs. Adebumi Oshadawo. Can we welcome Mr. President, Mr. Governor, beg your pardon. Can we keep clapping until she comes here, she gets here?
Kábíyèsí, the royal father, the Judge of Akurela, ably represented by our own mother of Akurela, the Iyaloja General, Mama Biko. Our own Vice Chancellor of this university, the first of his kind, the woman who combines beauty with the great, the one we are very proud of, and a very good ambassador of womanhood. It's no other person than his Professor Adeleke Olajide. We celebrate her in absentia, though ably represented by the DVC, at least for the first time. The several relationship is working in full. The woman is the head, while the man is the supporter. Say that we are keeping our eyes again at Unimed, even though the man there is very good. But having listened to the DVC Unimed, you will know we have another good stuff there. Do you agree with me? Women, can we celebrate ourselves? Thank you very much. My own names are Princess Dr. Adebumi Oshada. All of us belong to the Ministry of Women Affairs, even the men. Because they are wives, they are mothers, they are daughters, daughter-in-law, sister-in-law, and all the rest. They are part of us. Am I right? Thank you very much. That is just on the lighter note. I use this opportunity to congratulate the director for the center. Thank you very much. For the Center for Gender Issues at Fruta. The address, very short one, is by the governor of Ondo State, Arákùnrin Olúwarótìmí Odúnayọ̀ Akérédolú, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and Commander of the Order of Nigeria. At today's 2023 International Women's Day, organized by the Center for Gender Issues in Science and Technology, Federal University of Technology, Akure, today, Wednesday, 10 April 2023. Let me simply stand on all the existing protocol has been established, well established. Very special greetings to my girls, the future mothers and leaders of tomorrow among women. I can see so many of them at the back. Once I see the female, because one of the problems we women have is that we break the intergenerational relationship. Once we are married, we throw away our friends, and then we still go under the tree, play ludo, play ayo, still continue with their schoolmates in the primary school. Our fathers, like Awolowo and Zigwe and all the rest, they have wives who were actually, when they were the head, they were the head. But how many of them are being celebrated today? Any political man now who wants, any politician who wants to go to any good office to show that he's credible, he will say, I will do what Awolowo will do. How many of us are celebrating our mothers? That is one of the problems. Protocol. Greetings especially to our mothers. Ìyálàjẹ, ìyálọ́jà, gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ ṣé. It gives me great delight to be in your midst on this occasion. That is your Mr. God, who unavoidably absent, but in spirit like the Vice Chancellor is here with us. On this 23 International Women's Day organized by the Center for Gender Issues in Science and Technology of this great institution, I bring you warm greetings from the people and government of your state, our state, the Sunshine State. Let me commend the Vice Chancellor, the host, whose recognition is a testimonial for her exceptional hard work and uncommon impactful achievements. I greet all the members of staff, using the BBC as point of contact, the director and other directors in these great universities, and especially the director for the Center for Gender Issues. And that is no other person, Professor Ijagbemi, someone we are equally very proud of. Can we please appreciate him? For being a stable and a strong banner in women emancipation and quality development. Let me use this opportunity to appreciate the Center for all your support given to Arabering, the First Lady of this state, in her Bimon ICT projects. The First Lady, who is a regular partner of this center and of this institution. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for inviting Mr. Governor as your guest of honor. Today's event is not a long speech day or grand celebration of womanhood, quality and achievement of women globally. Celebrated on March 8th every year. For obvious reasons, I want to use this opportunity also to thank the Director of the Center for Gender Studies for inviting me to this program as on my status as the Honorable Commissioner for Women Affairs. But you know, Yoruba will say, see, Iba will be, yes, today, I am your commissioner, but today I represent the interests of Mr. Governor. For obvious reasons, this celebration can be celebrated within the month of March or at a convenient day. It is for the education of our young ones. March 8th, globally, is the day when women are celebrated. History has equally recorded that International Women's Day celebrations are put as being remarked by the speaker, the guest speaker. Over time, over the years, has always been celebrated with huge number of participants drawn from notable personalities, public and private organizations, esteemed guests, distinguished academics, very many important dignitaries, female students, among others. And I think with this, if it is becoming clear that Twitter often celebrates International Women's Day with a difference, I think they deserve an applause for that. Mr. Governor says, I congratulate you for your previous and impactful celebrations. Ladies and gentlemen, International Women's Day objective is to bring all women of race, status, and gender to action annually, to drive actions that will generate gender emancipation of women, and ultimately a gender equal world. On this, as your Commissioner for Women Affairs, I want to digress to say that it is very, very necessary, because without the past, there cannot be the future. The 3-year celebrations that we have had to celebrate International Women's Day globally, I just want to go back a little. In 2021, the theme was choose to challenge. That was the beginning. It was moving from words to action. That we could not continue to keep quiet when so many children are being raped, when many women, even up to now, in some homes, when the economy is not okay, they still believe in training the men or the boys at the detriment of the girls. And where they do not continue with higher institutions, it is you go and marry. You can, your husband will train you. These are some of them. And quite a number of challenges. Challenges of some traditional institutions, very chauvinistic programs that are being embarked into communities that are not making women to be or taking us into second field. In 2022, there was this thing again, break the barriers or break the bias. The bias are that bias of gender, stereotyping, some preference, incest, and all the rest. And this year again, it is digital. Digital, innovation and technology for gender equality. This must have been born out of many challenging issues against women and against child. And this includes observe massive illiteracy in information and communication technology among women and the girls. Uninformed status of women in information and communication skills. To be informed is to be formed, and to be formed is to be informed. What we are now seeing is that there is a clear call all over the world that now women must stand up in the step, because even a good housewife today, a 21st century housewife, if the husband is rich, she must be able to operate the gas, the cooker in the house, the warmer in the house, the regulator in the house, to pump the water in the house, and not rest. And we believe that bringing this gap between the member boys and the men, and the women and the girls in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, which we commonly refer to as STEM, and all STEM-related disciplines and applications is very key now. Reducing the retrogressive and non-inclusion of women in super decision levels and bodies. We will just say something about that because time is not really on our side. But bridging the gap, when we see that Mr. Bob of Ondo State, around and even by extension, the wife, Arabian, Betty Ayahu Akeredolu, Mama Digital, Mama Dumont, Mama Brecker, Mama, so many things, Mama Sorayo. We cannot continue to reel out why this name, but we know it is an open secret that Arabian is very passionate about the best of this state. Am I right? Thank you very much. The thing, therefore, imperatively suggests that women and the girl children are necessary instruments for private or public engagement in the digital chain. Coincidentally, the team is in tandem with the Ondo State policy of trust on capital revolution and entrepreneurship. That is the redeem agenda of Ondo State Agenda 8. Recent survey has reported that about 90% of the world more than lucrative jobs and enterprises in sales and services are done with ICT. And I thank God. I think the BBC who read something on it from our mother, our Woshika, actually confirmed that it's a global index, that 90% of the world jobs today are being done through ICT. And so women who do the 2/3 of the world's job, and I stand to be corrected, this is a UN percentage. Women all over. And without wasting your time, look at the number of women who are roasting corn on the streets, running bukateria, who are just maids in hospitals, maids everywhere, receptionists, who are in the nurturing industry. How do you quantify what they do for the world? And unfortunately, as they do 2/3 of the world's job, they earn less than 4% of the world's income. It is cheating. But we don't blame the men. When the DVC was presenting the address of Mrs. Awojika, I know some men were rioting. But do we care? No. Not because we don't refer them as our head. They will continue to be. But when it comes to cheering, men can be very selfish. So what we are saying now is this: give us the space to occupy, so that we will be a good complement. Is that right? Thank you. Therefore, so women who do 2/3 of the world's job in the labor market must be adequately captured in the scenario. That is what we are talking about. Therefore, your celebration of today is very appropriate. Women need to enlarge their small businesses, move with digital technology world. It is also very commendable that women are now championing their own course of development. Can we appreciate ourselves? In good old days, it is the men who will say, women go and do this. But now that we can stand up anywhere, and I even trust those states, women in all those states can stand up anywhere and say we are women, and we are proud to be. Are you proud to be a woman? If you do, please appreciate yourself. Thank you very much. Women must be determined to raise the status. Educating more in STEM is key. And I believe Professor Awojika, am I right, said the same thing. And using your institution to lead digital change for women is a worldwide development. Madam Director for Center for this Gender Studies, can you please stand up? I like what I'm saying this morning. Can we appreciate that? On behalf of the governor of Ondo State, I will go back to say you are really doing it right. God will excel you. Thank you very much. Because today, present obvious gaps in women's space in industries. We can't talk about it here. E-commerce, in politics, in education, and the likes. And we have students like chemistry, mass communication, in engineering and so. That is why we are saying, today, enterprises and production shape, there is no way women can be left out of it. So, but if we are doing it, and we are not doing it well, we will still remain at the low, or the poor, or taking the second as best for us. But what we are saying all over the world, throughout the month of March, I happen to be in United Nations, New York, at the really celebration with Her Excellency, where you see all over the globe that women are ready than before to take the challenge and occupy their space in the world. And so it shall be in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, we as government, that is my government, your government, We continue to work relentlessly to ensure security. And you know, with Amotekun, thank God in some states now, we cannot just sit anyhow, move anyhow. And I think it's Amotekun in the state. Another security outfit, Ondo State is one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. Credit to Arakuni. Promote women participation in politics. I am a witness. I am a testimony. Because so many of us are commissioners in good ministry. The first ever female secretary in Ondo State to the government of Ondo State is a woman. And I can say that even the BC of Futa is a woman. The Accountant General of Ondo State, the manager NTA, the manager Positive FM, the manager Heritage Bank, I can mention. So we are coming. Men, don't be afraid. It's only, we were 35% before, but now it's 50-50. And we have changed from our slogan to, in those days we say, no woman. It's now no woman, no generation. Hello? No woman. That is where we are now. The man, God is very kind. He has given us some special roles that the men are not given. Do you agree with me? We are even more intelligent, more hardworking, best resource person for man and woman, and materials. The international connection between God and man. The one that will make egg out of any situation. We will work 24/7, we are not tired. Then why must they be working and taking the money and we doing the labor? So we shine our and ready to digitalize. So ladies and gentlemen, permit me. We want to assure you of our determination to continue in positive trajectory of appointing qualified women to head critical institutions. Does that interest you? Yes. And encouraging them after to join politics for elected positions. Yes. Don't take it as being odd. We can make it. Yes. We can make it. Yes. Permit me at this junction to appreciate all invited guests, that is my governor, appreciate all women present and women groups, appreciate all the very important personalities and their children participants, the University Authority under the leadership of the DVC, representing the VC, the organizers of this program, who I challenge, that is Mr. Governor, Arakuni Akeredolu is challenging this department that no woman is challenging to reposition and rededicate yourself to the task of digital. Hello? That is, no woman or girl child should be left behind in the digital shade in Ondo State. Once again, I thank you for listening. The voice is mine, but the idea and the message is from your government. Thank you for listening and God bless you.
I think the governor deserves a standing ovation for that beautiful and lovely speech. Let us sustain that applause as she gets to her seat. Thank you very much. very much. Shall we be seated? No woman, no woman, no woman. God will bless us. The men are distinguished, ladies and gentlemen. Let me quickly invite the Water Club of the NDLEA for their playmates. While they are doing that, I would like to quickly recognize Mrs. Bukola Ifayefumi, the Deputy Scientific Officer, National Environmental Standard Regulation and Enforcement Agency, Akure. You are welcome, ma'am. Where are you? You are welcome, ma'am. Thank you very much. We are waiting for the Water Club of the NDLEA for their presentation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Standing on the existing protocol, we, the member of the War Against Drug Abuse, the Water Club, are yet to present the short playlist. Though we may not have much time to actually elaborate on the acts, but I want us all to actually pick out the most important messages in the playlist, which is waking out of the drug abuse. The playlist is centered on a woman who has been in drug abuse, who has been abusing drugs for a long time, and it has affected her 2 children, her 2 sons. So she actually needed the help of a counselor to break forth out of the addiction. Thank you.
This stupid man, so and left me. The drugs has been my friend since 15 years. Whoever said this thing is not sweet. Whoever said this thing is not sweet, it's enjoying.
Hey, Dima, what is this you are doing? After when I warned you not to solve oh God, what is this, Dima? Hey?
Come and test.
This was elderly woman for that matter. After you have 2 children, Dima. Do you remember you started this thing when we were still in school? Please stop this. You have to stop. You have to stop. For crying out loud, you have to stop. Your children must not see this with you. You have 2 children at the university. Do you remember? Please come. You have to stop. Come, you have to.
You tell me what you are doing in my house. No wonder that stupid man left it. He thought I would not survive without him. See, me and this, we are 5 and 6. In fact, this is my husband now. I don't need any man in my life.
Okay, have you called mom? Me, I've called her that I'm coming home today.
You called her,
I called her, yes.
Okay, let's check her in now.
What is this? What is this?
Mom, this is like a water powder. What are you doing?
What are you doing here?
You look like a water powder, but what is this, please?
This is called.
It's a what? It's a what? No.
Mom, is a what? Explain it to us. What is this?
What is this? No.
This is called vitamin C.
No, this is a white powder.
You know that
What is this you are doing, ma? After all that, oh God. Ma? Matthew, when did you guys get out from school?
Just arrived today.
What is this you are doing? You later inflicted your children on this. Chidinma, you later inflicted your children on this. Oh, please, come. I need to help you. You are my friend. Please, I need to help you. Please, come, I need to help you. You can't continue like this. Come on. Don't drive my friend like this. Since the past year, she has been with this. Chidinma, please, please. Matthew, please. You guys need to stop. Please, I beg you. I will help you. Look at my face. I promise to help you. I know I will help you. I will help you. Just come. You need more. I will help you. Just come. How are you now? How have you been? My friend, my long time friend. See, I really need your help. You need to help me this time. You see this lady, this woman right here, she's my friend. I've been friend for the past years. These are children, Matthew and Mark. She has been a drug like, see, you understand what I mean? I need you to help me counsel them because I know you can do this, please.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Papa for I'm practicing counselor. Yeah, I've been in this profession about 20 years. I am here to help you. Yeah, so don't worry, just be free. You're in a safe space. I'll help you.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think, when I know you, what's your name?
My name is Mrs. Dima.
Mrs. Dima.
Yes.
And these are your children?
Yes.
Your sons?
Yes.
Wow. They look like you. Okay. So, what drug do you take?
I've been on cocaine since 15 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, quite alright. Hello, fine boy.
Hello, ma.
What level are you in?
200 level.
200 level?
Yeah.
200 level.
Yes, ma. Ma, but I can convey something to you right now. I've been expelled from school not quite long, ma.
Are you serious?
What's it by your woman, Joe? Please help me. Please help me.
Me, I'm a final year student, and I've been dropped out in school since all these days because of these drugs.
Okay, so don't worry, we'll be having a one-on-one session. Thank your friend for picking out my phone. This is the right place for you. So by this time, next week Wednesday, you all can come see me. So we'll start something. We'll start a section one-on-one on how to break free of this addiction, but you really need to stop. Yeah, correction can be made, and this is not the end of life. Yeah. Yeah. So please say no to drug abuse. Say no to drug abuse. Colorado Tramadol is not a cure for depression. It's not a go-to drug. If you need drugs, go to a medical practitioner. Yeah. So don't do drugs.
hold you just without inviting you to. Yes, and don't introduce it to your children or your offspring. So you get it now. Yes, hope it was like always, you're free. You're free.
Drop my head, drop my wire, drop my head, drop my wire. Nothing they keep like when you see someone. Hey, oh, sisters, drop my head, drop my head, drop my wire, drop my head, drop my wire. Nothing they keep like when you are usable. Hey, oh, students, drop my head, drop my head,
On behalf of Madam Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Professor Mrs. Adeleke Oladiji, Governing Council, management, staff and students of this great university, I present to you this award of excellence for that wonderful presentation, very insightful, in recognition of your global commitment to women development and gender mainstreaming. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'd like to invite to the podium for a short presentation the Assistant Manager, SMIDEN, Ondo State. SMIDEN is Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria. I'd like to invite Mr. Michael Amoshito for a short presentation.
All protocols duly observed. My name is Michael Amshito. I'm here to speak on behalf of the Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria to talk about our activities in SMIDEN. SMIDEN is the agency of government responsible for developing small businesses. And I know today is Women's Day, and I'm sure that we have some business women here. SMIDEN gives business information, which is information that has to do with raw materials, workspace, and information concerning business development, enterprise development. SMIDEN also does business support in terms of counseling, mentoring, and benchmarking. Benchmarking in the sense that we are picking small businesses and merging them with larger businesses so that they can actually grow larger. SMIDEN also does advocacy, which is trying to move what the MSME sector has as a problem and give it to the government. Whatever the government is doing, we also tell small businesses. SMIDEN also does access to finance, and that's the very interesting part here. Because with SMIDEN, we originally were not giving funds to give as own lenders, but recently we have been able to forge ahead with creating our microfinance bank. And we are here to try and let you know that once you come to SMIDEN, we're able to assist you with financing.
We'd like to recognize Director of Quality Assurance, FUTA, Professor Ola Salau. Please bring up for our presentation Dr. Ndidi Okunuga, Consultant Radiation and Clinical Oncology. Unimed Teaching Hospital, Akure. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol because of our time. This afternoon, I'm here to talk on the general women's health. Ti àyíká ti ibi tá à ń gbé ó ṣe pàtàkì kí gbogbo wa ká ní ìlera tó péye. Next slide, please. Now, women's health consists or ranges from family to career. We realize that women rarely attend to their health. Why? Because they need to pay attention to their bodies. Women rarely do that. You see them running around, my child, my husband. But they themselves, they don't even check their own health. And so women should focus on educating themselves on their health. They should also know their family and medical history. I know your color company. Tí o mọ àìsàn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ẹbí ẹ̀. Màá lóbìnrin tó ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ọmú. Màá ní màmá aṣọ wà ní family wọn ní àwọn ọmọ jẹ ìrọ́lẹ̀ ni ó wà bẹ́ẹ̀. So we must know our family and medical history. Next slide. Now, challenges in women's health. Àìsàn oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣobìnrin. Ranging from hypertension to diabetes to cancer, fibroid, depression, anxiety, infertility, even arthritis. All these medical conditions can affect women. Next slide, please. Now, one of the common health challenges is cancer. And I'm here to talk about cancer today because I'm an oncologist. An oncologist is a doctor that specializes in the treatment of cancer. And so cancer can occur in any part of the body, from the head to the sole of the feet. Possibility àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ò lè sí. Ṣùgbọ́n ibi mẹ́ta ni àti lè rí àrùn jẹjẹrẹ lára. The first one, irun orí, the hair. The second one, èékánná, fingernails. And the third one, eyín, the teeth. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yà ara tó kù, we can have cancer of the brain, cancer of the eyes, cancer of the nose, the bone. Now there are organs that are peculiar to women. Àwọn ẹ̀yà ara kan wà tó ẹ pé obìnrin ló máa ń ní. That is the breast, the vagina, the ovary, the fallopian tube, the vulva. And like I said, cancer can arise in any of these organs. Next slide, please. Now this is how the cancer cells look like. Next slide. Now, the two commonest cancers that affect women, breast cancer and cervical cancer. Àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ọmú àti àrùn jẹjẹrẹ ojú ilé ọmọ méjì tàfẹ́ wò lọ́sàn-án ní kíákíá. Next slide, please. To start with cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is the second most common cancer in women. Where is the cervix? The cervix is at the mouth of the womb. Tóbìnrin bá fẹ́ bímọ. Ẹ̀rí àwọn dọ́kítọ̀ àmà tọwọ́ bojú ara wọ́n ní kọ̀kọ́ tá à ń wò. Once the cervix is open, the baby's head comes out. Ibi tí orí ọmọ yẹn ti jáde là ń pè ní cervix. Cancer lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀. So that's called cancer of the cervix. Next slide. You can see how it looks like. It's a pinhole. Naturally, as all women are seated here, the cervix is like a pinhole. But somebody said it can be as wide to take the baby's head. And cancer can arise from this organ. That the eczema, and before you know it, it becomes an advanced cancer. Next slide. Now, what causes cervical cancer? Number one, infection with HIV or HPV virus. HPV virus is human papilloma virus. This virus is contracted sexually. And so any woman that has this virus, whether infected with HIV, may develop cervical cancer. Another one is multiple sexual pattern. There's a very high chance that she will develop cervical cancer. Multiparity. A woman that has large number of children. Ayé àtijọ́ àwọn ìyá wa máa ń bí mẹ́wàá méjìlá. Àwọn obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ló ṣe é ṣe wọ́n ní àrùn jẹjẹrẹ tá à ń sọ yìí. Kí ni ìdí? Every time a woman goes to have a child, there's always a tear. We call it cervical tear. And you see us with suture. She goes home. She comes back again the next year. There is a tear. We suture. but later they can start presenting with vaginal bleeding. It can be intermenstrual, it can be postcoital, it can be postmenopausal. I will quickly explain. Intermenstrual, you are supposed to be menstruating once a month, or at most twice a month. But when a woman menstruates 4 times, 5 times in a month, then postcoital, when a husband and wife meet and she's not menstruating and she starts seeing blood, is a sign. Or postmenopausal, is a sign of cervical cancer. Then we have weight loss, blood in urine, blood in stool, bone pain. All these are signs of advanced cervical cancer. Next slide, please. Now, treatments. There are different modes or why we treat them. It depends on the type we are looking at, or the age of the woman, or the patient's choice, or whether she has other medical conditions attached to cervical cancer. Next slide. Now, treatments. Quickly, because we don't need to waste time. Surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy. When we are talking about surgery, it's either we remove the cervix if it is early, or we remove the whole female organ, the womb, the cervix, the fallopian tube, and the ovaries. That's if the cancer has gone beyond the cervix. Or we give what we call radiotherapy. It's just a way of treating the area with radiation. Then chemotherapy. Next slide. How do you prevent cervical cancer? Proper hygiene. Then avoid multiple sexual partners. Go for cervical screening. How many women have done pap smear here? If you have done pap smear, raise up your hand. Only 6, 7, 8. We don't go for screening. It is very, very important for a woman that started having children. You must go for pap smear, and usually once a year. Go to the next year. Then vaccination for young girls. There is a vaccine against this cancer, but unfortunately in Nigeria we don't have it for now because it's very expensive. And when they brought it in, people didn't respond to the vaccine, and so the company took the vaccine away. But the vaccine is for young girls that have not been exposed to the virus, HPV virus. Next slide. This is how pap smear is done. For those that don't pap smear, you lie down, we put an instrument to open up, and then we put a brush to take a sample. Next slide. Then this is also called. So by the time we do a pap smear and we are seeing something suspicious, we send the woman for colposcopy. That is, we go further to look at the cervix and be sure that it's not cancer. Next slide. Then this is the vaccine. We have different types: Gardasil and Cervarix. Next slide. Finally, breast cancer. Next slide. Breast cancer is the commonest cancer found in women. I put up this picture so that you will know how the breast looks like inside. The breast consists of the lobule. The lobule is the purple color structure. The lobule is the bag that carries the milk. Then we have the jugs. That's the pipe that carries the milk out and the baby sucks. So if you're in between milk and the jugs. Then the breast has fat. Now, a man also has breast because we have breast cancer in men. But the difference is that a man does not have lobules. That is why men cannot breastfeed. A man cannot breastfeed because he doesn't have lobules. But all the other structure, a man also has. Then a woman that has a big breast and a woman that has a small breast, it's the same thing. The only difference is the amount of fat inside. So a woman that has a big breast, but they both have the same structure. Next slide. Now, breast cancer is the commonest cancer in women. Like I said, worldwide. One house, please. So the She noticed a lot. Unfortunately, her father died during that period. And they took her to a herbalist who made scarification marks on the breast. She now developed tetanus. They now brought her to an emergency, bringing out maggots because it was already advanced. That was my youngest patient. So breast cancer is coming. In fact, listen, I was 20, I was 30 only. I hear so I saw I want to see that back. Once the age is coming down, that's why I want all of us to listen up and take the message home. Now, next slide, please. I put on this that all the cancers that can affect a woman, breast cancer is still the highest. Next slide. What is the cause of breast cancer? When we say no, we don't for breast cancer. We don't know. We don't know till today. But there are risk factors. I will go back. Sorry, before I go on, I wrote a book on overcoming the fear of chemotherapy and all the information you can have on cancer. The ushers have the book with them, so if you want a copy, you can get from them. What is the cause of breast cancer? We don't know. But there are risk factors, and the first one is age. Women imagine that the risk increase, and that's why as a woman, you must ensure you take care of yourself as you are getting older. The second one is gender. Breast cancer is more common in women than in men. Men also have breast cancer. I've managed up to 6 men now with breast cancer. Men also have, but it's not as common as it is in women. Any men acting late menopause, I will explain this with 2 women. Woman A, woman B. Woman A started menstruating at the age of 12 and stopped at the age of 52. How many years did she menstruate for? That's 40 years. Woman B started menstruating at the age of 17 and stopped at the age of 47. How many years? The one that menstruated for 40 years has a very high chance of developing breast cancer. The longer years you menstruate, the higher chance you have. Information is power, is key. The longer years you menstruate, the higher the risk. So go back to do it again and develop alone. A woman called me yesterday. Doctor, I'm 45. You know, I didn't go to Shimoka. You madam, I wish to know what position you in. Only have men. Because you keep exposing yourself to the hormone called estrogen. And there's a very high risk of developing breast cancer. Now, genetic factor, family history. We realize that breast cancer runs in families. Once a mother has breast cancer, there's a very high chance that the daughter later in life will develop breast cancer. Very high chance. And then age at first pregnancy, diets, high fatty diets, high cholesterol diets, high red meats. Take fish, take chicken. Chicken is very good. It's white meat. Apple, again, seafood. Better. Then, instead of breast cancer in your breast, alcohol and cigarettes, non-parity, I used to have a patient, 60 years old, 60. Mama Oyoyuri. Those are the kind of people that can have breast cancer because they never use their eggs. So the hormone was just playing around in the system. And one day we'll just find something to do. Then obesity. Overweight, next slide. People that are on the big side, like this, my friend. She's enjoying life, but she's a candidate for breast cancer. Next slide. Canned foods, canned meat, canned this, canned that, fish, let's reduce it. Because these preservatives, most times, are carcinogenic. Next slide. Alcohol and tobacco smoking. The tests we do a lot of tests just to check if a woman has breast cancer. Next slide. There's something we call FNAC. If a woman has a lump in the breast, we can take a needle, take a bit from the lump. Not all breast lumps end up as breast cancer. I repeat, not all breast lumps end up as breast cancer. No man died in cancer. Next slide. We can use scans that man just found Next slide. You can do mammogram. How many women have done mammogram here? Then go 1, 2, 3. Obìnrin, wake up. You keep running for your children. You run for the health of your children. Run for the health of your husband. But you yourself. Mammogram is X-ray of the breast. Any woman above 45 should go for mammogram once a year. It's very, very important. Now, how do you know a woman has breast cancer? It starts with a swelling in the breast. Then, bloody nipple discharge. Or change in the skin color. Or nipple retraction. The nipple goes in and doesn't come out again. Or it can spread to other organs. Next slide. A lump in the breast. Next slide. Discharge or bleeding. Next slide. Change in the contour. Change in the shape. Next slide. Nipple inversion. Next slide. Change in the color. Next slide. Redness. You have to be very, very observant. Next slide, please. Now, this is a lump. A swelling in the breast. Abnormal swelling. And that's why a woman must know how her breast looks like. So that if there's any abnormality, you quickly speak up and see your doctor. Next slide. You can see, what do you notice? One has gone in. She came, her complaint was back pain. She didn't complain about breast. And it was hard. By the time we did the test, it was cancer. Next slide. I want to answer once you notice any abnormality, call your doctor and see your doctor. A very young lady ended up having breast cancer. Next slide. It can be like an ulcer. Echo. But people are covering their faces. If you see what we see, man, you will fear women. I shall not go and women. You will fear women. Women don't talk. And that's why we find opportunity to talk to women. Next slide. Mama was dressing her wound herself. So when she came, we told her to remove the dressing, and this is what we saw. So it can come like an ulcer. Next slide. Appearance like an orange. If the breast looks like that, it's a sign of advanced breast cancer. Next slide. Nipple retraction. The nipple goes in. It's a sign. Next slide. This is auto amputation. That's what we see. So please go back home and help us educate our women. Next slide. We can do both breasts. We can go to both breasts, and that's bilateral breast cancer. Next slide. It can go to the bone and cause a fracture. Next slide. You can go to the bones of the back. Next slide. Pregnancy and breast cancer. Breast cancer because they noticed a lot. They did not say anything. They took in and pregnancy. They were breast cancer. Once they get pregnant, the hormone feeds the cancer and it becomes bigger. Next slide. Breastfeeding and breast cancer. We advocate that women should do exclusive breastfeeding. Exclusive breastfeeding. Breastfeed your baby exclusively for 6 months. It protects against breast cancer. Next slide. Men and breast cancer. I said it earlier, men can also have breast cancer. But the age is like 10 years older than that of women. Next slide. This is a man that has gone, they removed the breast. They had breast cancer and they removed the breast. Next slide. Treatment is basically surgery, chemo, hormonal therapy, and radiotherapy. Next slide. Chemotherapy is when we give injection. That's why I wrote that book. There are many of us here that have false information about chemotherapy. When you buy the book and you read, you have more information about it. Next slide. You can either remove the lump or we remove the breast. So when we remove the breast, it's called mastectomy. But when we remove the lump, it's called lumpectomy. Next slide. This is a woman that removed both breasts. Mama is one of my oldest patients. It's 14 years going. Post-breast cancer treatment. These are bold women. I want to go liar. She gave her treatment. They said they're going to remove the right. She said they should breasts, but they are quite soft, like the normal breasts. Next slide. Can have radiotherapy. Next slide. Ways to reduce breast cancer. I've said it earlier. Examine your breast regularly. Go for regular checkup. Ensure the doctors examine your breast. Avoid alcohol. Exercise regularly. Next slide. Kintolo, if you have not heard anything today, I want to teach us how to examine the breast. When you want to examine your breast as a woman, you do it once a month. Our daddies, please let me teach your wives at home. You do it once a month. You do it 3 to 5 days after your menstrual cycle. 3 to 5 days after your menstrual cycle. Once a month. Next slide. So you stand before the mirror. You are looking at the breast. You must know how your breasts look like. And you're not looking at only few people. Next slide. You raise your hand. When you raise your hand, good friends must go with your hand. If you doesn't go with your hand, why not you tell them? So you raise your hand, the breast goes up with your hand. Next slide. Then you can lie down to examine. Next slide. You can do it under the shower if you have a shower. Next slide. I want to teach us a song before I go. I usually teach this song only Yoruba, so that we can remember and be able to teach others. Please, you have been sitting for some time. Let's stand up on our feet. Okay, thank you. It's a very popular Yoruba song. So, if I come and tell you, Please, there's a slide after the last, please. The last one. Before ahead. So Oyibo will say, a stitch in time saves nine. Next slide. Together we can fight cancer. Please get a copy of the book. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Ndidi Obunuga. That was an amazing presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you missed that, you missed something. If you missed that, you missed something. That was very, very enlightening. Very, very enlightening. Please, let's take these things back home. It's much more important to doing parts that is very important. Thank you so much. At this junction, I'd like to invite to the podium to give our goodwill message the representative of Magistrates Olufunke Adegoroye, represented by Senior Magistrate Fatima Akinboboye. Can we invite her, please?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, all protocols duly observed. Kindly permit me to remain on the existing protocol. I was not invited for a goodwill message as far as I'm concerned. However, I'm going to summarize what I have here that talks with the theme of today's program, which is digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. #Embrace Equity. A lot of speakers have spoken today. First and foremost, please, I would like to say that apologies to all the academic luminaries in the house. I am not a public speaker. I am not good in public speaking. Mine is to make a pronouncement and I am off. So permit whatever fails that I have here this afternoon. A lot has been spoken about the importance of information technology as well as the barriers that the women and the girl folk are facing, especially in the area of information technology, computer studies, so to speak. We all agree that we are in a digital age. We are in the 21st century. And everything is going digital now. Everything is going computerized. And recently I've come to even realize that even the jump that they are doing is now digitalized. They no longer do it on paper like they used to do. So you can imagine in a situation where a girl is not open to knowledge of the digital world. I mean, at the end of the day, it is going to wreak havoc in the life of that girl, especially putting into consideration the culture that is inhibiting the female children from accessing the digital literacy. Now, I would like to talk about the policies that I would, unfortunately, the governor is no longer in our midst. This would have been something that I believe his governor would like to initiate. The first policy that I believe that at the government level that will require, these are the changes that the government level will bridge the gender technology gap, is that the first one is understanding the phenomenon of gender inequality. That is, we need to first understand the source of the problem. Why is it that in this 21st century, the men, the boys, are allowed to go high, especially with regards to education and digital literacy as against the women and the girls? Like I think the Honorable Commissioner stated earlier, she talked about the fact that there are some communities now that even as we speak, they still say the women, the girls should stay back in the kitchen. The girls should stay at home, doing nothing, waiting for the time to Mama Kowale, while the boys are encouraged to go off to school. But we are in a developed era now. Even though we are not fully developed, I believe we are a massively developing country, and we, as a lot of mothers are here in our midst. I would like to encourage us to please, I want you to put it as a #1 priority to digitalize your children, whether male or female. There should be no gender bias, because the world is going, in fact, it's going beyond our understanding now. We now have artificial intelligence, where your phone will be the one waking you up, not as an alarm. You will just say, Siri, wake me up by 8 a.m. And then at 8 a.m., Siri will wake you up and say, Fatima, it is 8 a.m., wake up. That is the era that we are in. So I want us to have that consciousness. There are a lot of women that have been pace setters in the digital world. We have Ada Lovelace, we have Hedi Lama, Grace Hopper, and even in the Nigerian sector, a lot of women are forerunners in the technology field. We should not be left behind as the world is moving ahead. During holidays, maybe the long holidays, for people, we the mothers that have children in secondary schools, Allow your children, instead of them being at home, watching series, allow them to go for computer-based lessons. There are ICT courses that they can do, even before entering the university. In China now, from the formative age, the moment a child enters school, what to be receiving computer, what to be receiving computer machine. Let us also invite this, even if this policies is not in place yet by our governmental bodies, we can individually in our various homes do something. During holidays, take your children to ICT centers. Let them learn, and then evolve as the world is evolving. The major solution, as I have said, to gender equity and the access to technology is access to digital literacy, like I have said, creation of government policies that will also have to ensure that the gender laws are used when any legal framework for online safeguarding, security and data privacy are considered. Collaboration between gender organizations and government, creation and design of a technology-integrated education system. This is saying that in our schools, it is beyond teaching the children how to put on a computer. Let us go beyond that level about how you teach your children, go come on computer, how to enter shift key. No, we have gone beyond that stage. We have gone to a stage where the computer speaks to us. We need to evolve. Collaboration with internet and mobile companies, using social media platforms to sensitize people on the need for gender equality. Design technological innovations while keeping gender discrimination at bay. I have summarized all this. Now, there's a cliche, Thomas saw, charity begins at home. Let us start from our homes. Once we start from our homes, eventually it is going to take over. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, our senior magistrate. Can we put our hands together for her, please? I'd like to quickly recognize Professor Mrs. Oluwatoyin Faramade Oshundaosi, the Dean of School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology. We welcome you, ma'am. We'd like to recognize St. Dominic's High School, Akure. Where are you? Can you please rise for recognition? Can we put our hands together for them? They've been here since. We'd like to apologize for omitting you from the recognitions. Please sit down. God bless you. I would like to invite now for our goodwill message, Dr. Mrs. M.O. Oni, Chairperson OWSC, representing Professor Olajuyipe.
Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. This is a goodwill message by Professor Folashade M. Olajuyipe, the chairperson of OWSC. That's the Organization for Women in Science for the Developing World, FUTA chapter. Introduction. It is a great privilege for us to be here today, celebrating the International Women's Day under the leadership of the service, our Heavy Director, Professor Christiana Ijabemi, for putting up this beautiful program to celebrate the women. The Organization for Women in Science for the developing world, Kuta branch, is highly excited. And we want to use this opportunity to appreciate the Director of Service for giving us this glorious opportunity. The theme for this year's celebration, Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equity, was born out of the present-day digital trend, in which almost every process is technological driven, starting from email, WhatsApp calls, Zoom meetings, online marketing, e-learning, electronic banking, e-transportation, to mention a few. Based on United Nations statistics for 2023, 37% of women do not use the internet. My helpful girls there, are you listening? Are you still with us? Please listen. 37% of women do not use the internet. 259 million fewer women have access to the internet than men, while 28% of engineering graduates and 22% of artificial intelligence workers globally, they are women. Can we have a round of applause for that? Despite girls matching boys' performance in the area in the science and technology across all science subjects in many countries, inability of women to access internet prevent them from developing required technological skills to engage in digital spaces. And this eventually limits their potential in pursuing careers in science, in technology, in engineering and mathematics, that is STEM-related fields. So with the trend in information and communication technology, we mean ICT, it has been reported that by 2050, 75% of jobs will be related to STEM areas. And what are we saying there? We need to, our girls in this era need to develop and encourage themselves in science and technology. Are we here with me? So in 2050, about 75% of jobs will be related to STEM areas. So we need to work hard. So this makes it crucial to bring more women into the field of technology, to promote diversity in innovation, creativity, and solutions to societal problems, which actually enhances gender equality. Hence, celebrating the 2023 International Women's Day comes with the following objectives. And I want to implore our youth, our girls in attendance to note these 4 objectives. They are very important. You can as well put it down. The first objective is to recognize and celebrate women and girls who are championing the advancement of transformative technology and digital education. 2, to bridge gender gap in STEM field. We want the women and girls, we need to bridge the gap. And how do we bridge the gap? What a man can do, women can do what? They can do it better. Thank you. 3, to encourage more enrollment and active participation of women in information technology. Then 4, and lastly, to advise government to make the digital world more inclusive and more equitable through provision of scholarships and grants to girls and women to pursue and build technology-related careers. So I therefore congratulate all women here and the young girls here for your contribution to reducing gender gap in your respective field, business and careers. We are all doing great jobs, and we deserve to be celebrated. And actually, till eternity, women will continue to be celebrated. I also thank all men present for celebrating with us today. We appreciate you all. Once again, I wish us all a happy celebration of 2023 FUTA International Women's Day. Thank you and God bless. And lastly, in addition, not in the message of the chairperson, in addition, present before you delivering this speech on behalf of the chairperson is I am a crop protection entomologist. So that means we are into farming. So if you are here and you are a young or large-scale farmer, you can just contact us. For all your crop produce, we will teach you, we will train you how you can preserve them with our botanicals around us without using the dangerous chemicals that are causing cancer now. So nice to deliver the speech. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. We'd like to do a presentation to participating schools quickly. I'd like to bring up the former Director Settings, Professor Adebolu, to do that for us. Professor Adebolu, please. Can we put our hands together for So we'll call the schools and we'll have you come forward, a representative from each school.
Thank you very much. Yesterday we had our essay writing competition on two topics. The first one is technology innovations in promoting gender equality. So we have prizes for the first three schools for this topic. The third position is taken by the Command Day Secondary School. Command Day. The second position is taken by Impact High School. Impact High School. The representative, Impact. The two representatives. Command.
Pray for greater achievements for you people in Jesus' name.
Second position, Impact High School.
Congratulations always for the soul.
And the first position for technology innovation in promoting gender equity goes to St. Dominic High School.
All right. Okay, so for still on technology and innovation in promoting gender equity, we have certificates for the first 3 good writers. The 3rd position goes to Ola Amuri Olagini. Ola Amuri Olagini. The 2nd position, Mary Esther. Mary And then the first position goes to Temikoton Iyifemi. Okay, so the next award is in collaboration with WASCA, and this one has to do with a topic using innovation and technology to mitigate the impact of climate change. So we have the schools, first 3, as well as the individual projects. Okay, on the 3rd position is St. Louis Grammar School. St. Louis. St. Louis Grammar School. Okay, maybe they are not here. Then the 2nd position goes to Futa Secondary School. Futa Secondary School. Futa Secondary School. Okay, the first position. Okay. The first position goes to Accord Academy. Accord Academy. Accord Academy. First position. Individual prizes. On the 3rd position is Academy Damilola. Academy Damilola. 2nd position, Akisili. Akisili Prince. And the first position goes to Orimo Deborah. Orimo Deborah. Okay. Thank you very much, my director. This is the first 3 positions for the gender issues. The director would like to have a photographer. So for all the participants, your certificate has been given to your school teacher. Thank you very much.
A gift, like a presentation to the Vice Chancellor. We'd like to invite Professor Adebolu to please come, and the Dean School of Agriculture will be representing the Vice Chancellor.
On behalf of SEGIS, we present this gift of plaque to our dynamic Vice Chancellor. A very beautiful woman and very intelligent. So we present this to her, appreciating her support and her love, and being one of us, portraying us very well in the whole world. We appreciate her.
Thank you very much. Yes. We have a goodwill message coming from Futa Women Forum. The president is here, Dr. Mrs. Catherine Mayowa. Can you please come?
Thank you very much, ma'am. I want to welcome everybody once again. Please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. But I will especially appreciate and welcome and thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Adenike Oladiji, for making this program a reality. And I also want to appreciate our director, SEGIS, Professor Mrs. Ijagebe, for this wonderful program. Thank you very much. And so I want to welcome everybody on the high table. Please, you are all welcome, ma'am. Because of our time, let me just go directly to the goodwill message. I want to welcome everybody, the schools and everybody. So goodwill message by the President, Futa Women Forum, Federal University of Technology, Akure, on the International Women's Day held on 10th May 2023 at Hilltop Auditorium. I'm very happy and delighted to give this goodwill message to all women folks of the Federal University of Technology, Akure. Women International Day is a special day that is set aside to pay tribute to every woman for their love in keeping the home and society at large. It is a time to salute every woman for their courage and contribution into shaping our world. Women, you are very important. Without women, the world will be shapeless, formless, and void. A woman brightens the home and strengthens every stakeholder in the home. A woman is the crown of her husband, and therefore she brought royalty to her husband. A woman is full of love, and she's a blessing that everyone desires. She's a blessing that will never cease. A woman is the strongest person you can ever see. She cares for everyone, shares everyone's suffering and burden, make every location worth living in, and turn it into a home. Her smile made the world blue, and her love made the world shine. She's practical and spiritual. She laughs and cries equally. She's a wonderful wife, a remarkable friend,
dependable mother, excellent sister, beautiful daughter, amazing daughter-in-law and mother-in-law, and even queen in the society. Cheers to all women. I wish every woman here a happy International Women's Day. May this Women's Day bring you much joy, happiness in life. You shall live to enjoy the fruit of your labor in good health and sound mind. Happy celebration to all. Yes, I have just one piece of advice for us, and based on our theme, digital innovation and technology for gender equality and embrace equity. Please make more friends with this digitalized time we have. Make more friends and please avoid having enemies at home, in the neighborhood, in your working place, and in the society at large. With that, you will have peace of mind and you have long life. And also, I want you to innovate your friendship, digitalize your relationship, and all your activities so that life can be easy for you. And finally, I want to advise us to regulate how we expose our eyes to all these digital items. It is very important to our eyes shall be complete till all the days of our lives in Jesus' name. So I want to wish you happy celebration. Keep on enjoying yourself. Thank you, ma'am. God bless.
Thank you very much. I now bring to the podium the President, Adeyemi College of Education, Female Staff Association, Mrs. Olagundoyin.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. And I want to applaud and appreciate the work done here. Professor Ijagbe, our prof, I want her to hear because this has to do with her name. Prof Ijagbe, and I know you will hear later when you are watching this. Ijagbe lóòótọ́ ẹ ti dìjàgbara, and you have encouraged us all to continue to fend and fight for what belongs to us. I want to say this categorically about equality and equity. Let me quickly ask a question so that we will not forget, and it will say, one woman plus one woman plus one woman is equals to, I didn't hear you. 3 women. There is no how a woman will become a man. A man is strong, just a macho. He will do it once like that. But a woman has strength that extends, strength that is elastic, strength that continues. That's why she could multitask. That's why she can continue from dawn to dusk. And she's not fat down, and she's not breaking down or breaking in. I want to strengthen our hearts, women, that we have strength in reserve. So from today, let's just look more inside, draw strength from within, and continue to move on. About digital, it is our season. It's no longer a time when you want to do something and you don't know what to do, and then it has to be a man. Do you know that when you don't know what to do and it has to do with IT, you call a man? The era has come now when you should be able to call a woman. Why? Because there is strength on the inside. We have a lot of responsibilities, particularly our children, particularly our homes. But women, we are builders, we are nurturers, we are life givers. I want us to continue and not be tired. Draw strength from within and do every other thing that we ought to do so that we can get where we are going. Equity is for fairness. Equity is for justice. Equity is for impartiality. Dear women and girls, I want to beseech us continually fairness, justice, impartiality, and the flag keeps flying. God bless us all.
Adeyemi College of Education. Thank you very much, Madam. I'd like to invite now for his goodwill message, Mr. S.C. Fadoju, the Director of Evaluation and Continuous Assessment, Ministry of Education.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing on the already established protocol, and I am here to deliver the goodwill message of the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, Pastor Olufemi Agabu, FNIVS, at the 2023 Futa International Women's Day celebration held on Wednesday, 10th May 2023 at Tip-Top Auditorium, Federal University of Technology, Akure. I am highly delighted and honored to be here at this year's International Women's Day celebration. The theme, Digits or Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, is not only apt, but timely. The development of the contemporary world has been significantly influenced by innovation and technology. And today, we have the opportunity to harness this power to promote equality between men and women. Innovation and technology are closely related concepts that refer to the creation and application of new ideas, products, or processes in order to solve problems, improve efficiency, and enhance the quality of life. Therefore, it is my desire that this gathering will birth innovation from women that will not only make living more comfortable and meaningful, but will also move Nigeria and the world forward. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on this note that I want to congratulate CGIS, the organizers of this program, for celebrating women in science and technology. It is a worthwhile celebration indeed. Once again, I want to welcome you all to this year's Innovation Women's Day. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fadoju. Finally, we'll bring this to a close as we take the vote of thanks by Dr. Adeyemi Adepoju, Associate Director of SEGIS.
On behalf of SEGIS Director and all the staff of SEGIS, we are indeed grateful to our guest speakers who have graced this occasion today. We are also grateful to all the institutions that came for this International Women's Day, such as the UNIMED, JAPU, Adeyemi College of Education, and SNIDA, as well as NDLEA, OWSD, Futa Women Forum, then the Federal Agriculture and Women in Chemistry. We are also grateful to our secondary schools who participated in the essay writing. Then we are grateful to all women. We are also grateful to our former director in SEGIS. We are grateful to the Vice Chancellor. We are grateful to Rufus Giwa, who were here since yesterday. Also, we thank the management of the university for granting us audience every time. We thank our director, Professor Ijagbemi. She's a woman of many virtues. We also like to thank all our master's students and PhD students who have assisted. We thank all the staff of SEGIS. Thank you all. Thank you all until next year.
Christiana Ijagbemi, the Director Center for Gender Issues in Science and Technology.
Frita. God bless you. Yes, ma'am. What is happening here today?
Today we are celebrating the International Women's Day. Though the day internationally is celebrated on 8th of March every year. But because of the general elections we had in Nigeria, we had to shift to a later date. And with the management of the university, today, 10th May, was chosen to mark the day here in Futa. And this is a day to encourage women generally all over the world to come up to their responsibilities and to know that they are as well equal to their male counterparts. The theme for this year is innovation and technology, and to give gender equality, and it is tagged GDIT. It is to help and to encourage young ones to pick careers in ICT, that's information and communication technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, engineering, in order to contribute meaningfully to the development of the technological world. So today's gathering, comprises of even the market women, high school students, college students, those who are in the universities, and then women in academics, women who are into trades and some other skills. We all gathered together, and even women in politics. We gathered together to discuss how we can how we can all become digitalized in all applications of, let me just say, computer science and engineering.
Bless you. What are other things that were discussed here today aside computer and the academics? What about it?
Yes, today we had several other programs. We started yesterday with a form of health work and sensitization on drug abuse. We discovered that it is necessary to also sensitize mothers to be up and doing in their responsibilities towards their children, and especially their wards, to see to when they are into depression before they go into drug abuse. And that was done yesterday in conjunction with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We also had on yesterday too, we had a kind of screening for women who would love to check or screen themselves for cervical cancer. That was done at the University Health Center. And also yesterday too, we had a competition involving some high schools on the use of innovation and technology in combating climate change, and also the involvement of innovation and technology in promoting gender issues. And prizes were awarded as well to schools that came out as best schools.
Vote of thanks.
So I want to thank God Almighty for this privilege to gather together and to discuss humanity, to discuss womanhood, let me put it like that. And particularly the management of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, ably led by our Vice Chancellor, the first female Vice Chancellor, Professor Adenike Temidayo Oladiji, who has given us all necessary supports to see to a grand event. And we want to thank God Almighty for all the management staff and all the directorates of the university who cooperated and supported in all activities to see us having a beautiful day. And of note, we can say it was a grand day.
Thank you.